Hello, loves. How are you? Let me see here. Where do I look? I think I look there. Okay. Hi, loves. It's Josie. I was not going to do this energy update today, but I said, Lord, let me get this over with because I'm going to go black. I have got to get off social media. I have got to just kind of stay away from people. And I know I'm not the only one feeling this way. I told y'all, go back to my last energy check in. I told you already that it was going to be like this. Okay? The light is lighter and the dark is darker. There is going to be adversity. There is going to be conflict because Mars is doing the most. Y'all knew this already. And when you know, when you have knowledge, you are in the power seat. Okay? You know how to respond, you know how to react. That is the purpose of these energy check ins, to give you an update, to give you a heads up so that you do not get caught up in the drama of everybody else who is clueless, okay, to the energies that are happening. Because when you don't know something and you don't have answers and you don't have a clue what's going on, but things are happening, that's when you tend to be anxious. That's when you tend to be fearful and scared. But if you have even an inkling of a clue, then you have a decision on how you want to respond. So, ignorance on all levels, it's not all about being intellectual, okay? Ignorance puts you in a victim seat. And then the moment that you have some kind of wisdom, some kind of information, the moment that you received it, you can't unlearn it, you can't unsee it. And that is when you have to stand up and be the authority because you were given a choice the moment that you received that information. Okay, so if I know that this is about to happen, hey boo, if I know that this is about to happen because I just received some information, right? And it's up to me whether I want to believe it or not because, I have intuition. I'm my own authority. I take what resonates and I leave the rest, right? So I received this information that I did not have before. I've been made aware of something. Now I can take it because it resonates, or I can act like I ain't never heard it. And then when whatever happens, I can react the way that I would react if I didn't know. Or I could choose to react in a way in which I have some kind of wisdom about the situation, right? It's up to you though. You're the authority. You're in charge when it comes to that. And a lot of people who don't know, you still have a decision to make for those people who don't know that are around you. This is where grace comes in. This is where mercy comes in because they know not what they do. And do you know why? Because something is happening to them and they're not aware of what's going on. And they're scared and they're freaking out. And you know what's happening. So you're not acting like them. That means that there's this unspoken duty. It's your choice. But there's an offering in that moment for you to step up and operate from your higher self and be compassionate, and have some kind of grace. Or if you need to, separate yourself from the situation. If it's something that you can't even rationalize with a person, do what you got to do. But you're in that situation, that person is not the authority, or those people or that situation, they're not the authority because they're flapping in the wind. You're the authority. And you have to make the command decision. Is this situation safe? Is it safe to continue interacting with this person? If it is, then come from your heart space, be compassionate, be a good ear to listen, speak less, don't talk too much, and allow that person to go through their process of calming the fuck down. because you're going to need to do that for like the next month or so, okay, with people. Allow them to have their moments because you know something that they don't know, okay? And if you choose to act just like those people, even if you do have a heads up, that's all on you. That's your lesson, your karma, your whatever. It was supposed to happen. Everything is divinely guided. Everything is totally fine. Either way, everything is fine if you're freaking out and you're ignorant. Everything is fine if you have wisdom and you still decide to freak out anyway. Okay? And everything is fine if you have wisdom and decide to act from your heart space and have compassion and know what mercy means. You see what I mean? And if you have wisdom and still decide to cut a fool, that's fine too. Because everybody is going through everything right now. There are changes happening whether you like it or not. But the one thing you cannot forget in the now, especially, is that you have a choice every second, every moment of all of this. You have a choice because you are always constantly creating, and your choices dictate what your life looks like. So if you choose to get into it, especially if you knew you shouldn't have gotten into it, well, that's probably what you needed. You needed that experience. Sometimes spiritual experiences don't look like spiritual experiences. Sometimes they look like you being an ego. Sometimes they look like you having to defend yourself, your peace. Sometimes these situations are not avoidable, even when you know that they're coming. I know that firsthand. We have a clue, but we don't really know. Even the messages that I get, sometimes I'm surprised at how they end up playing out. I'm like, wow, I mean, I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to look like this. Like, but at every moment, just know that you have a choice. I have a choice whether or not I want to share some of the messages that I get. And I share some of the ones that I feel like I need to share. Some of them I keep them to myself. I didn't, when I left Jacksonville, I didn't ride around town on a horse like I was Paul Revere talking about, y'all get up out of here. Let's go. It's time to go. You shouldn't be here. No, I didn't tell nobody nothing. I made moves. And if by me making moves did not raise an eyebrow for somebody to ask, yo, why you take off like that? Then they belong right where they are. I had some people say, yo, where you going? Hold up, what's going on? And I let them know. I planted that seed. And that's all I could do. But I cannot make my own personal psychic messages resonate for everybody. I follow my intuition. Okay. I trust the source within me. Okay. And I make moves when I know I need to make moves, no matter how crazy it looks, because I'm fine. I'm taken care of at all times, no matter where I am. Okay. Um, when y'all get messages to take precautions or to make moves or anything like that, that's up to you. You know if that resonates for you or not, because bad shit happens everywhere. It does not matter where you are. This is not a situation where anybody is telling you to run from anything or to try to avoid anything. Avoidance is the quickest way to get what you're not looking for. Okay. However, when it comes to light workers and star seeds, it's not about the weather, it's not about the apocalypse or whatever is going on out there. We are being positioned right now. There's a lot more going on. Okay? We are being moved around for a reason. We are having these dreams for a reason. We're connecting with each other for a reason. I am where I am right now for more than just, oh, I'm out here traveling and I'm seeing the world. No, I followed my intuition here. Okay. Um, it's very, very important that you say less, that you do less right now. Stay out of it, whatever it is. Do your best to stay out of it, because what's happening now is negative energy is going in spirals. It's like, but it's in, like it's in a counterclockwise spiral, and it's all over the place, this negative energy. And it's like if you get caught inside of a watch, you're this tiny person. Just imagine if you accidentally slip and fall into all the little gears that turn into a watch. Just imagine how that would feel as a tiny person inside of a watch that's just turning, and you're caught up in all of those gears. That's how it'll feel if you allow yourself to get caught up in family drama, friend drama, political drama, any of the drama that's happening right now. Protect your energy, cleanse and clear daily, because it's not just people problems, it's energetic too. There's a lot of energetic blocks being cleared by the planet, energetic blocks being cleared within you. Okay. And when you're around other people that are clearing energetic blocks, that can affect you too. So again, everything is happening right now. The most. Think about high school and being like in the military at a war zone, and poltergeist smashed up into one. That's what Mars is doing right now. Okay. That is what it's like. And I'm just trying to paint a picture for you. I don't look scared, do I? Like I'm not afraid. I don't expect you to be afraid. I know who I'm talking to. Anybody else on here, they hear because they probably getting paid or whatever. I don't know. But I'm trying to how do I do this? Yeah, I had to stop my phone from vibrating. People talking to me, been talking to me all day, Lord. Um anyway, yeah, I've been wanting to do an energy update, but I'm really adamant about holding my tongue about a lot of stuff, because it does not matter what you say. It doesn't matter whether it's your truth, their truth, the truth. Um, it's very easy for things to be taken the wrong way right now. Okay. It's very easy to get pushed back, especially if you're talking about like your belief system and things like that. Right now, with Uranus and Mars going retrograde, again, we're talking about inside. So the best way to navigate this energy is to go within, to check in with yourself every moment of the day, with every interaction that you have. Yo, do you really want to get into this? Yo, is this even for you? Should you say something? Should you do something? Like, really check in with yourself, because I'm telling you right now, it is like too easy for something that seems so simple to get like blown out of proportion. Everything is like a damn grenade that the pin is pulled out. You just holding it. The pin is nowhere to be found. You done lost the pin to the grenade. So this is with everything. I mean, it could be a fight between you and your computer, you and your spouse, you and the bike that you're trying to ride. I mean, I'm telling y'all, if you just move slow and you check in with yourself and you schedule less stuff so that you don't overbook yourself, and just respond to things as they come, you straight. It's the moment that you get out there trying to grind, get out there trying to like force people to see what you see. It's the moment that you decide that you want to help your friend in their situation because they're arguing with their boyfriend or girlfriend. It is those moments that you will get caught up in them gears, and it will become quite uncomfortable, and you may end up in a situation where you get blamed for everything. Okay. It's the moment that you hurt yourself because you were mad, because you were trying to get your bike to work and you got frustrated and you kicked it and ended up breaking your toe. This is the energy that we're dealing with. So it's very important to stay on top of your meditation. Drink your water because that will affect your mood if you're dehydrated, okay? Um, and, be proactive about your joy, be proactive about your peace, and just pray for yourself first and foremost before you pray for anybody else. Because the more peace and the more joy and light that you hold, the more it gets on other people and it kind of diffuses situations. Okay. There's so much that you're just going to have to let roll off your back, loves. And now, I just posted on social media, but I know a lot of people, are not following my Instagram and my Facebook about the next 48 hours. I got the message. I posted it. Yeah, looking at the Schumann resonance chart, there is energy coming in the next 48 hours. So just like any other time, like I always do, whenever there's a particular energy and I feel called to put it out there, I tell y'all, drink water, rest. It's okay because you're going to be crying. Ascension symptoms might be high, blah, blah, blah. If you know this, then you have time to decide whether you still want to go on that camping trip, whether you still want to do this or that. You see what I mean? Because if it resonates with you, if you was already feeling that and I just confirmed it for you, then you need to just chill out. You agree because everything from the time you was born was an agreement. Okay? Now, if it doesn't resonate with you, do you? That's totally fine too. You see what I mean? Because you may not be suffering from these major ascension symptoms. You may not feel this energy the same way as the next person. I'm talking to those people who are gonna feel it, and one of those people is most likely going to be me. Because anytime I get a psychic message, I'ma always apply it to myself first, and then what'll happen is spirit will just nudge me and be like, "Yo, you need to post this or you need to say this. This ain't just for you." So that is why I decided to go ahead and get this energy update done out of the way because again, I've been really pulling back from social media. I haven't really been talking to people because I'm aware of the energy. And I am preserving my own energy. What I have been doing though, while I'm talking about what I'm not doing, I have been doing a lot of energetic work on myself and in support of other people. Now is a really good time for prayer, energy work, hydration, practicing flexibility and strength like yoga and Pilates and stuff like that, or just plain exercising however you do. Because there's a lot happening within you with this Uranus retrograde. There's a lot happening within you. And then with Mars going retrograde, there's going to be a lot more self-control and, you know, adjustments to character that are going to be needed, because all of this, when planets retrograde, this stuff happens inside of you. It's an internal process. And then however it is that you took this internal transformation is going to show up on the outside when the planet goes direct. So right now it's very important that you're mindful about what you're creating, thinking, saying in response to what's happening inside of you. Because you will reap what you sow once these planets go direct, okay? You will see outside of you how well you did during this period of time. And I'm telling everybody, this energy is going to be pretty potent all the way up until probably the first week of February, okay? And don't forget about the there's other transits and there's other events happening on top of just the Mars thing, and full moons and new moons and all kinds of triggers. I don't even want to think about Sal Wayne. I'm like, oh Lord. But I'm just saying, y'all, I told y'all, and I'll tell you again, this energy is not meant to let up. It's not meant to, we're being conditioned to sustain a higher frequency. You don't just all of a sudden turn into a fifth dimensional, angelic, multi-dimensional, freaking star seed super powerhouse randomly. And just, you don't have to go through nothing. You have a human body, it's a physical body, and you're literally taking it with you. It's transforming too, and you got to be patient with all of that. And it can be crazy sometimes. It can feel really intense and real wild. But people like me and people before me who have been going through this and who have been riding this wave are here to help you find some kind of comfort, find some kind of mental stability through it all, to let you know, you're not by yourself, you're not crazy, and you're not dying. you know, um, it's that constant reminder. There's so many people that watch me that I don't even know watch me, so I'm fully aware that of what my responsibility is, especially putting out the information that I put out. Um, this is definitely going to test your strength of character. You're going to be tested. Your gangster is going to be tested. And it is up to you to either show up or show out. It's your choice. And for some of y'all, you was meant to show out. For some of you, you were meant to be triggered so that you could stand up for yourself, so that you could show yourself and everybody else that, hey, I'm not one to be messed with, because that's what you require. But for some of you, you're here to hold the peace, to keep the peace. You know what I mean? Some of you may have to fight for your peace, and show up for yourself. Mars is not all negative. There's a difference between aggression and assertion. Okay, so this is your check-in. The earth is moving, y'all, and we live on the earth, and the earth is moving around. Okay. I'm like, I don't even know. Okay. They got me explaining stuff in the funniest ways. Just imagine we're all fleas and we live on Clifford the Big Red Dog. If you haven't seen it, just Google Clifford the Big Red Dog. Just imagine we're all living on this dog, and the dog is super excited and wants to go to the park and play. And you just let the dog loose at the park and it's all happy and it's jumping and stuff. And we're living on this dog that's doing all of that movement, and we have to grab some hairs and hold on. That's pretty much the situation here. And there's, again, people always ask me, why are you always laughing, why are you always smiling? Happiness is not something you attain. Joy is not something that you just have momentarily. Um, it's supposed to be within you at all times. Like, yeah, I get upset, I get irritated too, but I don't stay there long at all. Okay. um, I prefer to live in joy. I prefer to carry it around, like people carry a purse or a credit card. I like to carry joy with me. Joy is how I manifest. Joy is how I inspire others. Like, it does a lot for people, a lot more than me being pissed off and irritated, scared, and freaked out. You know, I like to expand with my energy. I don't like to contract. I don't like the way that feels, you know? um, and it's a different type of joy. It's a different type of contentment, happiness, whatever you want to call it. When I started connecting with Source and when I started having mystical experiences, I had emotions and an experience like that doesn't match my human experience as well. Like, I've had moments of joy with human interaction, and I've had happiness and all kinds of beautiful human exchanges, but it is nothing like coming in contact with source energy. Like, you will wonder if it ever happens to you, you will wonder how you ever thought a human could provide that energy. It is a different energy. Um, wow, it is a very different energy. So it's one of them situations where you just know, you feel it. It's not fake, it can't be faked. You know, I get people who ask me all the time, what is it? Like, why are you so, happy, blah, blah, blah. It damn sure ain't about no money and it ain't about anything material. It's held within me. Okay. Um, and it's constantly being cultivated, constantly being harnessed and put out. You know, I fill up and I put it out. That's what I'm here to do, though. I'm aware of that. I'm here to literally get it on you. And I like it. I like to be that like fairy with the sprinkles and stuff. I don't like it when I have to be mean or set healthy boundaries. It don't mean I won't, because I'll cut you off in a minute. But then I'll come back maybe a few months later with some cookies. Because that's just how I am. I don't like to stay in that energy. I try, just like everybody else. Water, rest, exercise, patience, energy, work on yourself and others, and Gaia. Gaia needs y'all. The earth needs you to at least express some kind of gratitude or something. I do energy work. I send energy from source down into Gaia. Just sit there and just love on Gaia, because that's what I've been called to do as well. So those are the things that I want to put out there. Do what you want. You got your own path, but I love y'all, okay? Seriously. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be doing this. I care. And I didn't used to care. I did not care before I woke up, y'all. Anyway, y'all have a good night because my battery low. I got to answer. But this is your energy check-in. Talk to you soon.